Welcome everyone, and this time this is actually a completely different type of video. Instead of me playing five shows at Warriors like I was, like 11 different times, because I literally have 11 parts. Instead, I am going to be playing the first Wario because I do need to finish all of the Wario games because I think that's what I have to do for it to let me actually do um the final show for five shows at Wario's, well, in-game quest. So this time the videos that I'm gonna be record from these days are gonna be I'm gonna be all of nights at Warriors. Then tomorrow, if I get the chance to, I'll do five nights at Warriors 2 and hopefully beat all of that. So today I'm doing five nights at Warriors, the first ever five nights at Warriors. So guess let's get into the video. That is if it works. Hold on. Five Nights at Warriors, change it to that, and my thing is disconnect. Get it. Boom, right here. Five Nights at Warriors. So the achievements there are is completing all five nights, trigger the jump scare for all cathers in the game. Okay. Finish a night with no power left. Complete a custom night with all cathers set to max difficulty. Spot the one and finish night 6. So that's easy. So I can probably do the running out of power on the first night. And then I can trigger all the jump scares for in the custom night.
Hello? Hello? Are you there? Oh, great. Well, welcome to Warios, your new summer job. So this place recently got reopened, and you are in fact the first person to work on this location after its reopening. So that's quite of an honor, don't you think? Before we begin, you might have heard some rumors or something about something going on here about 7 years ago. Just don't worry about that and don't think about it at all. I'm sure it's just silly rumors of some kind. So you have nothing to worry about. Anyways, your job here is pretty simple. Watch the security cameras around the building to make sure that everything works correctly. This place is pretty old now, and we haven't really got much time yet to fix everything around the building. So the rooms are pretty old and dusty and maybe rotten, and the machines might not work correctly. So that's why we need you to keep an eye on things to make sure that everything looks alright. Also, if it should be necessary, you can also put on the lights in the door to your left and also in the window to your right. You can also close off this door and this window. But please only shut those doors and turn off those lights if absolutely necessary. You only have a limited supply of power for now, so we don't really want to waste much money. So, yeah, good luck. Just keep an eye on things. Check your cameras pretty fast, I guess, to make sure that you don't use too much power. And you shouldn't really have anything more to worry about. You're sitting here until 6 a.m. and someone will come and take your spot. So, again, good luck, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I figured out how to make it where you guys can't see my. Okay, the red buttons are the ones that close the door. Great to know that. So it goes by 2%. But yeah, so you guys can't see where I'm clicking currently because of the fact that I turned off that. So all you guys see is just me clicking stuff, but you do not see the cursor because I finally figured out how to kind of make it where it captures the cursor and where it doesn't. Because of course I figured out how to do that. But yeah, these are old games, and the fact that I have to revisit this first game just to fully complete it since this is a new computer, there is kind of something I didn't know I would have to do. Once it hits like 5 a.m., that's when I'll decide to close all doors and just let power run out because my stream is seeming to have some technical difficulties currently. Yeah, this power runs so slow. Either it's going to run out, either it runs out by the time I hit 6 a.m. or it doesn't. Okay, doing the power one is going to take a while.
Hello? There, I told you it wouldn't be a problem. You didn't happen to see anything unusual during the night, did you? Like, a machine not working or something? Probably not. Anyways, you did a good job. All machines were working during the day, so just keep it up. About that rumor I mentioned yesterday, the thing is, or you know what, just never mind, forget about that. Just keep doing what you're doing. I should probably mention though, not to scare you or anything, but it is a little fact that maybe you should know about. As you might know, the factory closed down 7 years ago, and you probably know that Wario and the rest of the gang who was here, um, well, they were never found, so we don't really know what happened to them. But anyways, that's not the point. So 6 years ago, 1 year after the factory got closed down, a woman passing by the abandoned factory, she claimed to see Wario in the window, only different. And the same thing happened to a man last year. So we don't really know what they meant by that. Do you know anything about this? Well, during these 7 years, it has only happened twice, so they were probably just something they imagined. So yeah, check those cameras, see if everything is working correctly, and only use the doors and lights in case you feel like. So keep up the good work, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll try my best to get every possible achievement that I can. And of course beat all 6 9, including the maximum, because oh hi Wario, go God. once it's like... Just gotta pray that I don't die, because then I would have to start this night all over again. La la. Of course, it's like that's a party song. Yes! Okay, that's the first achievement down. First achievement down, so I don't have to deal with running out of power anymore. I'm surprised I haven't died yet.
Hello? Hello, hello? Well, look at that. Your third night. You've done a good job. You've managed to save the power great, so just
No,
keep
I
up the good
haven't.
work you've done.
No, I haven't.
There is something that I maybe should mention. The stories around the things that happened 7 years ago, well, they are in fact true. Well, nobody knows really what happened. But what we know is that on a Monday about 7 years ago, Wario and Waluigi went to work, and as you probably have heard somewhere, they went missing. They never came back from work, and they never came out of the factory. And later the same night, Mario and Luigi, they went into the factory to look for them. But the thing is, they never came out either. And people have also mentioned that Mario's girlfriend or some sort, Peach or something, I don't know if that's the correct name, she went in to look for Mario when he went missing, and apparently she was never found either. And after Peach disappeared, someone came up with a rumor of the factory being cursed or something, and they decided to close it off. We have not really any clue on what really happened, though some witnesses have said that early in the morning on that same day, an unknown person went into the factory, and yeah, nobody really knew who that person was or anything. And the weird thing is, he never came out either. We also had a Wario costume in the back room. You know, for mascot purposes. And the weird thing, that costume actually disappeared on that same day. So we don't really know where it is. So yeah, the factory has a bit of a dark backstory, I guess. But it looks to have a bright future. By the way, have you been doing something to the machine in the machinery room? We came to work earlier today and the machine was turned off. And as far as we know, these machines are protected with a code of some sort that really only the employees or previous employees know about. You haven't touched that or something, have you? Oh well, it's back on again now. So just hang in there and I will speak to you tomorrow.
Well, I didn't touch the machine. The machinery room is here. I still remember that I had to play this along with 5 shows at Wars, and it closed the once I beat 5 shows at Warios. So, huh. So, Donkey Kong and Bowser isn't the thing in this game, I think. So I don't have to worry about them. What the f- is Emma? But why did Emma show up? Also, there's Luigi? Should I be freaked out on why they're not attacking me? Because they haven't attacked me so, so far. This is something I guess. Please survive. I think I was flipping up the camera rate too much, so the power was kind of running out very fast. which caused me an power outage. Oh, I got so lucky there. I didn't even have to do the power. I didn't even have to run out of power on the second night. I could have just done it on the third night because I was gonna run out of power either way. So now now that I'm on the fourth night, I have 2 more nights and then of course the max mode and then I'm done. Of course,
Hello?
I'm
Alright,
also
you're in
for 2
position.
months.
Well, this is your fourth night. I think that you can take tomorrow and the rest of next week off. We at the company here have decided to close the factory off for a little while. Some things has been going on. The machines keep turning on and off, and there seem to constantly be some kind of glitch in the system. And yesterday, an employee found, well, 2 teeth in the basement. So yeah, weird things has been going on. So we decided to close it off, at least for a while. One could think that there are some intruders trying to get the secret recipe. If you didn't know, Wario and Waluigi had a secret recipe that I'm sure many people really wanted to have. Apparently they came up with this recipe at an old location. Yeah, apparently Wario and Waluigi ran a little shop or something before this factory was opened. But it should be very hard for any thieves to get into the factory. If you haven't noticed, this factory has 2 entrances, and both of those entrances are heavily locked, so any intruder getting in should be impossible. And speaking of intruders and people inside a factory, you haven't heard any voices of some kind? Well, as I was leaving my day shift yesterday, I could swear I heard a voice coming from inside a factory. It said something like, "Stop him and help me," or something. I don't know. It's weird though, because it really sounded like that Luigi guy who went missing. So anyways, just get through this night, and you will probably have a day off tomorrow. We'll send you a letter in the mail. And keep an eye out for something unusual. Anyways, good luck and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, since it's night.
Anyways, good luck and I'll talk to you tomorrow again.
Can you not repeat yourself? Anyways, who's gonna be added in this night? Because I know there's Luigi and Wario and Waluigi. But who's gonna be added now? Because I have to deal with Waluigi, Wario, and Luigi and stuff. The only last 2 people that would be added would be Peach and Mario. Mario, I know how to deal with. Peach, I don't. So, if it's Peach, then I don't know where she is, and I don't know how to deal with her. Because in classic mode of the factory, she was in this. Um, um, what? What did I just witness? That scared me! Because I was gonna say that normally Peach would be in this room, and then I checked that room right when I say that. Don't tell me. It's in Mario. I think I know who got added. So wait. if Mario got added and stuff like that, then that would just leave Peach. So next night, all the only person that would be added, I'm pretty sure, would be Peach, because that's the only person that dude mentioned that has not appeared yet. Cause like I've dealt with everybody at this point, except for Peach now. And of course he's the exact same. But yeah, I got an achievement on accident. I wasn't even trying to get that achievement. I just got it on accident because I got the achievement for finding the murderer or whatever the achievement was called, just because I clicked on a random camera and he was in that camera and stuff. I got an achievement that I wasn't even trying to get. I'm dead. Well, there goes this run. Hello. So you... Okay. But anyways, hello. Welcome to a stream. I'm just playing the original 5 Wario games. So I could do, 5 shows at Warriors, because I I need the kind of confusing. So I got this one and got this one. All that I have left is completing all 5 nights and completing night 6 and then getting every jump scare at the maximum. These two are unlocked normally because it's just beating the first 6 nights. Then this is beating after beating the max mode, and then this is for triggering the jump scares for every single cave there in this game. So I can get the achievements easily. Mute the call. I'm gonna mute the call.
Hello?
Skip. I have to really stop using up my power, because I keep clicking on the camera like every second, and with it running out of power like super fast, like when it's at that many bars, when it's green, it runs out of power so fast. It's like 3 bars of power that it uses up. And it's just kind of to a point that I just run out of power that fast. But yeah. I have one more cake there that that's probably gonna be added on the next night. Yeah, I'm just gonna attempt my best at this game. This is gonna be like the full entire game. Like, this is just gonna be me playing the entire game fully. Yeah. I think Mario is just to make sure people doesn't do the whole clicking on the camera every second and stuff, because more you do that, the more he comes out. I think that's what Mario is supposed to do, but noting that since Mario can literally get dealt with by flipping up the camera if he does get out, it's kind of not a problem to me. It's 2 a.m. and I got like 140 power. So it doesn't come out unless he's super close to the point that his face is kind of flashing in the screen. That's how far he can get before he starts actually trying to come out. Wait, what? Wait. Every kid there was at. Okay, no, I'm crazy, right? Did they actually add Evercator into this? I just now saw Peach. Trying to save power here, and now that I know Evercator is here. Okay, I was making sure that I was correct on closing the door. Would probably have enough power to win this, and even if I do end up running out of power, he should do his thing long enough for me to even beat this anyways, so it's kind of no problem to me. No biggie. No biggie. Maybe kind of a biggie. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I physically think that I bugged the game by that because I don't feel like that was supposed to happen. But did I win? Yeah. That confused me so much.
Hello? What are you doing there? Didn't you get the letter? We decided to close off the factory, and now as the factory has been closed off, there really is no way out for you until 6 a.m. when the doors open. Yeah, both doors are heavily locked now automatically, from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. So yeah, you pretty much gotta be there tonight. Just stay where you are, as I'm on my way to the factory now, as a matter of fact. When I get over there, I can try to open the door from the outside, but I doubt I will be able to. Anyways, I read something yesterday that might have a connection of some sort to this factory. I read that if a soul wants to avenge or have a revenge of some sort, their souls may turn evil and confused and even go back to their old bodies. Apparently they can get aggressive against anything that is similar to what they died of. So, not to scare you off or anything, but you haven't seen Wario's body or something walking around in the factory, have you? Well, if you do, then keep safe and avoid eye contact. I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Alright, I'm walking out to the factory now, so let's see if we can...
They just said they'll avenge whoever did this to us is literally what I just heard. I'm trying not to use up power that much because noting that power runs out fast. It's kind of a thing that I need. Because when the camera's down, all it goes by is 1%. But when the camera's up, it goes like about 3%. Why did I look at chat and see that? You made this? What? For so if I beat night 5, that should unlock me to complete all 5 nights. Then if I beat night 6, that unlocks this, and then I have just the max mod, and also that. It's
Hello?
called 5 nights, but it has 6 nights. Yeah, it makes no sense, honestly. Mute Mario. No, this is Mario. Mario's in my computer. I definitely know Mario is like Golden Freddy, and then the rest are like the rest of the animatronics, I guess. I guess I don't know. That's confusing. Completely forgot about that. How did that scare me? Notice the stream ended on your side because it's ended on mine. I can still see chat, but it completely ended. It restarted? Weird. Because on my screen it's ended. Because it literally says the broadcast you were watching has ended. Let me reload it. Reload it. Reload it. Also note that I might die. I note that I will die. And now it's just completely. Let me completely restart. There. Is that just the question you just tried to ask me? Note that I will be able to still see chat, just that if you can note that I'll probably not be able to see my own stream, but I'll still be able to see chat only if my stream is still going. I don't know. I don't know how to keep. Uh, I don't know what times people attack and stuff, so I kind of lost that one. It keeps restarting.
Hello?
Either that's an internet problem of mine or something, because it shouldn't. This okay, hold on. First I'm gonna close that. Second I'm gonna watch. So he waits until he waits. I guess he listens to the call. Oh no. But I'll be right back. using the cameras more than flashing the light. Was that where I went wrong? Cause I was mostly flashing the light versus checking the camera. But now that I think of it, the light does run more power versus the cameras. There's no way that works. At least I don't think that's. But yeah, there's no way that's exactly how to do it, and I keep forgetting it. I'm gonna see if the strategy that I just watched works. There's no way staying on the camera works. If staying on the camera worked, then wow.
Hello? What are you doing there? Didn't you get the letter? We decided to close off the factory, and now as the factory has been closed off, there really is no way out for you until 6 a.m. when the doors open. Yeah, both doors are heavily locked now automatically, from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. So yeah, you pretty much gotta be there tonight. Just stay where you are, as I'm on my way to the factory now, as a matter of fact. When I get over there, I can try to open the door from the outside, but I doubt I will be able to. Anyways, I read something yesterday that might have a connection of some sort to this factory. I read that if a soul wants to avenge or have a revenge of some sort, their souls may turn evil and confused and even go back to their old bodies. Apparently they can get aggressive against anything that is similar to what they died of. So, not to scare you off or anything, but you haven't seen Wario's body or something walking around in the factory, have you? Well, if you do, then keep safe and avoid eye contact. I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Alright, I'm walking after the factory now, so let's see if we can... Hello? What are you doing there? Didn't you get the letter? We decided to close off the factory, and now as the factory has been closed off, there really is no way out for you until 6 a.m. when the doors open. Yeah, both doors are heavily locked now automatically, from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. So yeah, you pretty much gotta be there tonight. Just stay where you are, as I'm on my way to the factory now, as a matter of fact. When I get over there, I can try to open the door from the outside, but I doubt I will be able to. Anyways, I read something yesterday that might have a connection of some sort to this factory. I read that if a soul wants to avenge or have a revenge of some sort, their souls may turn evil and confused and even go back to their old bodies. Apparently they can get aggressive against anything that is similar to what they died of. So, not to scare you off or anything, but you haven't seen Wario's body or something walking around in the factory, have you? Well, if you do, then keep safe and avoid eye contact. I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Alright, I'm walking after the factory now, so let's see if we can...
Luigi hasn't moved yet. Okay, it's 5 a.m. and I wasn't paying attention to the power. So all I have to hope is that it'll be 6 a.m. by the time Wario does his whole power out thing. Yes! So that strat did work. So the strat that I just literally witnessed did work. Oh no, not the end. Now I can load game to night 6. So I have 2 more things left to do, and then I'm done with this game. I have to beat this night, beat the custom night, and that's about everything I can do. And also, will of course, get the jump scares. Okay, maybe still a little jumping div. That was faster than I thought he would be. And since there's no call, I can't really rely on a call to save me. I'm just gonna wait until that says 190. Because that's like about when he was there. At least I think. gotten. Okay, so that's something. So I've like unlocked every achievement but free, which requires both beating Night 6 and Custom Night and getting every jump scare. I've gotten about every jump scare. Only 2 jump scares. I don't die that much. Don't know. Anyways, like I don't go at. I'm gonna give this one more try, and if I do end up dying or something like that, then I'll kind of do this tomorrow. I was gonna do Five Nights at Wario's, like, only a one-parter, but guessing by how I'm casually over here dying, that I'm going to need to do this a two-parter. Um, well, Waluigi, I just gotta check. Like I said, um, I am going to do this a two-parter. I wasn't deciding on that, but guessing by how much I'm dying at this point, I'm gonna do a two-parter, and next video is just gonna be maybe short, but it's just gonna be me beating Night 6, the custom night, and getting the last achievement. But otherwise than that, bye guys!